From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Burrow to throw right away. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 11 empty. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's got some space here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. T. Higgins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how... game. That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Brissett. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on. Go.
10 more there and another first down. The Saints at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action now. Brissett. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Brissett. Out route to Hill, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Brissett sets to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal.
The better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Yeah, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like it.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 70. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
I really like what he did there, because he took his practice work and converted it to game action, because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Brissett to throw on first. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a deep. The guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Hey, kill.
They go play action with Brissett. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Saints 7.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 3rd down, Brissett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
Burrow on play action. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
11 empty.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On one, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Patterson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Patterson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Cordero Patterson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On play action, Brissett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
Chidobe Awuzie on the tackle. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
11.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He's got a man complete. taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down, Bengals.
11-90. 11-90. 11. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
On 2, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6. Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, 60 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Bengals 42, Saints 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Brissett. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Brissett, throw complete there to Thomas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Brissett. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 38, Brissett. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Play fake, Brissett. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And some space here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Brissett's throw caught by Olave. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll throw again. Brissett. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. First down, Brissett. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go down at the 28. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Looking long for Thomas. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They throw it out right complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, 28 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 70 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They'll go again with Patterson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On third down, Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, an 11-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Cordero Patterson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. That's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Following the penalty, it's Kamara, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. Patriots continuing to roll, opening their lead up even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now Patterson to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Play action. It's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
I'm fine, ready? 11 mighty! 11 mighty! Stop!
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
12.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Don't worry.
Kamara trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Hey, kill.
They'll go with a keeper, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Hey, check.
This is 3rd and goal. Brissett. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa.
Here we go. 12. 11.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
12.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
Here we go.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
11, Thomas.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And Bengals on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 2. They go play action with Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on second down. Brissett to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Brissett. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Brissett to throw on first. And Thomas has it. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
19, set. Hey, kill. Hey,
In motion goes the tight end. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points.